welcome to Everyday Black Men, where apparently Wakanda Forever, we making who's high. Everybody seen the movie. It was off the chain, man. I give it an A. I know other people sometimes have up, down. Fuck them. If you didn't give it an A, fuck you.
You're racist.
That's how it's going. I can't be racist, man. I don't have a system.
No. He's not saying you're racist. He's saying the people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I saw two coons walk out in the movie. You know what? I'm starting in. Fuck it. Going hard. Nah, I saw two coons walk out the movie, said they didn't enjoy it. And then you look at them, one looked like fucking Snaggletooth, and the other motherfucker, I don't know what was wrong with this man.
Lauren Ingram ass nigga.
Exactly. Lauren Ingram ass nigga. Over there telling niggas they can't be great because why don't you just dribble the ball? Lauren, you'll take your old bitch ass.
Go watch
back.
Fox News, you
exactly.
bitch ass.
Nah, man, she masturbates to that shit. It's dirty. It's nasty.
It's
disgusting.
We all know Fox News isn't news.
Oh shit, we didn't introduce ourselves. I am Riker. I'm joined by R. Reed, who's gonna say some burning cinnamon bullshit, and of course,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Armstead. And I'm not saying Armstead the Great.
You just did.
Ever. At all.
You just did.
No, I did.
You did.
Nah, but as you can tell, we have seen Black Panther. And so if you haven't seen Black Panther, this is probably not the episode for you. This is probably not going to be a good time for you. I mean, I'm still going to fit in some news like, the terrible school shooting, which...
It sounds boring.
I mean, compared to Black Panther, man, it was definitely a lot less cheerful.
Wasn't that many guns in that movie?
No, not really.
You're right, yeah.
They were there, but
Yeah, but it was kind of like,
I mean, there was that...
All the colonizers were pulling out guns. Nobody else needed guns.
Of course, when they walked in, beep, 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 all them guns that they had.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
No, we told them it was already going to be bad.
We didn't say it, though.
I mean, look, if they get turned off
they don't know the part.
watching such a great movie by beeps and boops, then I'm sorry, man. You have a brittle soul, to quote Dave Chappelle.
Brittle.
Soul.
I think we should start with our criticism, because I only have one.
All right, man. Go ahead. Let's start off on the other side of the table.
I only saw one light-skinned bitch in the whole movie.
Is that really the criticism? I mean, I can't dispute that.
It was at the fight at the end.
At the end where she jumped over.
Hey, man, Team Light Skin was trying to lead it off.
I was like, wait a minute.
I thought she was white at first.
Yeah, for a second I did too.
Look, man, her parents had some Wakanda ancestry. There's always been one white bear.
You know who I would have thought would have been in that movie? The black guy
Samuel Jackson.
No, not Samuel Jackson. I know he can't be in that movie because of the fact that he's
alive.
I mean, he's alive, but he's the dude from the Avengers. He's
the dude from the Avengers.
What the fuck is his name?
Fury?
Nick Fury. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the name for this. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. It's Nick Fury. The guy that played in Blood Diamonds. The dude that played in Blood Diamonds. What is his name?
God, I can't take it off the top of my head.
But you know who I'm talking about, right?
But I definitely know who you're talking about.
I thought that he would have been in this movie.
Man, doesn't he look a little bit too similar to Akon, though?
What does that matter? It's come on.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that. I mean, that would be almost like after that you got to invite Akon, and now you're going down the line. Although, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Akon's done a lot for Africa, and that would probably be pretty good product placement. For his whole lighting Africa or illuminating it.
Yeah,
it's probably lighting. We'll catch it in post.
But the
correction from last week, though, since I'm gonna just segue back. There's only been 4 Sharknadoes, with a 5th one that's slated to come out. I understand that probably if you have not seen this or listened to us before, you're not gonna get any of the references. But that also Britney Spears didn't have a single since 2016. What else? Was there anything else we messed up on? I think that's it.
I didn't mess up on anything. Everything I said was correct.
Of course, the subtle act of bad narcissism.
Except for when he's the Sharknado thing. Didn't he say 7?
No.
Yeah,
I never said 7.
You said 7, though.
He said 7. He said 7.
You said 7.
I will play you back to the clip next time of you saying 7.
I'll still deny it.
Man, you have learned a lot from Donald Trump.
He also said that he didn't buy a Wii, and he admitted it on the other podcast as well.
I didn't say that.
He did.
Yes, you did.
I just never admitted.
Reed, it's okay. Armstead has caught you now.
I bought a Wii.
Got him.
A Wii U.
Got him in the yoke.
Got him in the yoke.
Hoo ha ha.
Hoo ha ha ha. Hoo ha ha ha.
You do not speak in here. If you speak another word, I will feed you to my children.
I kitty vegetarian.
That was great.
That was a good shout out for the
I thought that nigga was 50 Cent. I was like, oh, that's not 50 Cent. We just look alike.
Wow.
Wow.
You know 50 Cent too old to be in that movie.
No, he not. He could have played that dude. He actually probably would have been better.
You think so?
50 Cent would have been walking with
I don't know, man.
Accent
The accent would have destroyed it. I'm sorry.
50 Cent would have been walking with too much of man. He would have been way too excited being Black Panther.
I think he'd have been awesome.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I mean, he definitely plays the I'm a piece of shit pretty damn well.
And from the villain standpoint, I think they shouldn't have killed that white dude, but hey, you never know.
I mean, technically, we heard... Nah, Claw's pretty much confirmed that.
Yeah, I think Claw's gone.
Yeah, I mean, no, because when he was talking to him and he walked over to him, then he let him say whatever, and then, like, you heard the bang. Before they cut scene. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then he got his body and he was dragging it. You forgot about that part?
Nah. See, I tried to black that out so I could continue on with what I was saying, but no, you're right. Anytime that they bring you in a little bag and they hand you over to somebody and they open the bag and you just pretty much like...
He was funny.
Man, Claw was a pretty good villain. Like, I miss seeing him from Avengers 2. Avengers 2, yeah. Yeah, I think it was Avengers 2. Where he was trying to sell all the shit.
Kilgore was awesome. I like him.
Killmonger.
Oh, that was his name?
Yeah, Killmonger.
Killmonger. It's Eric Killmonger. I mean, his actual name isn't Killmonger, but that's the name that he pulls up. No, he doesn't have an African name. He grew
up in New York.
It was something regular.
He grew up in Oakland, nigga.
It was Oakland?
Yeah, it was Oakland.
Okay, I'm sorry, Oakland. I'm sorry. Oakland.
Oakland ninja?
Oakland, my ninja? Ooh, ha, ha. But nah. I feel like the only thing I would have done differently is Killmonger. I feel like his level of escalation from minor threat to
a big
King Badass was a little too fast. They could have like slowly showed him, doing things that Eric Killmonger would do, schmoozing over the people. That would have been good. Hey, but having him just outright seize power, that was fine.
Hey, Auntie.
But I kind of knew that T'Challa was gonna lose that second fight, because anytime that you fight two fights in a movie, you're always gonna lose one of them. So if you don't lose the first one, we know how the second one is gonna go.
Didn't he just fight in a war before this happened?
No. That is great. That is a great point to bring up.
I think this was
this literally happens like a day after.
Yeah.
This happens like literally like a day after the whole end of Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
So literally he gets back from fighting a war to then have to fight a war
within its own country,
only to go on to fight in an Infinity War.
Again.
3
wars back to back.
Betty wish you kept Killmonger alive for that one, huh? I would have been like, look, nigga, you could earn your freedom.
I hope he's not dead, man, because he was awesome, man. He had that American arrogance to him. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful to watch him express a lot of ideas that
people have
wanted to be able to do things for a while. This is your king. Great
this is
line.
your protector.
This is your protector. I mean, it was a great line, but I feel like to a certain extent, I mean, the chief security guy way too quick on the betrayal. Like, I mean, I was like,
that was very fast.
If you'll take your get out ass back over to the white girl.
Get out.
Yeah, that's the nigga.
Yeah, that's
I thought that nigga.
He beefed up.
No, he definitely beefed up. But I want to tell him, if you don't take your ass back over them white women.
You think they gonna become the guerrilla people gonna become the security team now?
No, but I'm pretty sure they get incorporated into it.
Yeah,
I mean, because the Jabari now are at the council, which I mean, M'Baku earned a fucking seat at that table. All right, I literally came through and saved your ass when you was getting your ass beat by them fucking orangutan looking motherfuckers.
Yep.
Which they weren't orangutans; they're actually rhinos. But the niggas were hitting like orangutans.
That shit's crazy.
Because I don't really think he'll be able to trust him moving forward.
I feel like he just presented the option. I don't know if that's outright betrayal, but he did say, look, just do this one thing for me, and then the king didn't do it. I mean, from your standpoint, if you ask Armstead right here, and you said, Armstead, do this one thing for me, and then Armstead's like, I'm going to, and then he fails you, and then I come to you, and I did that thing that you wanted done, I mean, are you really just gonna kind of just spit in my face and be like, but Armstead,
I didn't even ask what happened though. He was just like, "You felt me." I'm like, nigga.
He did fail him though. I mean, that's cut dry. Like, you the Black Panther. You're not like regular nigga number 6. You are literally the Black Panther, and you failed.
That's a lot of shit happened to make him fail.
No, I understand that, and I completely support his decision to bring back a colonizer and repair that man, because that was also a smart thing. I mean, we can just get straight to the meat and potatoes of this.
That was funny, by the way.
Killmonger was
You scared
wrong.
me, colonizer.
Killmonger was wrong, and I say that, and I know that's going to get a lot of backlash.
He wasn't wrong.
Because everybody's going, Killmonger's right. But no, we judge you by how the event goes, not by what your intention is. His intention is definitely great, which is, you see all these places where there are black people and they're being abused, they're being oppressed, all these terrible things are happening, and you guys in Wakanda have the ability to step down from your ivory tower and help all these people out, and you don't. Going back to his dad, Jabari?
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's say
I
that.
don't
No. In Boku? No, in Jobu.
Nigga,
In Jobu.
Jobu.
Nigga, we don't want to have to fact check you, nigga.
I want to be right. I want to be right. In
right.
Jobu. But regardless, your dad had a great idea. And yes, he stole some vibranium to do that, and that was wrong.
Yeah.
At the same time, your dad should have just sent your ass back to Wakanda so he could die on his own. Like, what kind of fucked up father decides to not only run illegal terrorist weapons, but then to keep a kid here with a bitch you shouldn't have fucked to begin with? You was on assignment, nigga. You was a spy. You are my brother, my
Every
little
spy
brother.
in every movie fucks bitches everywhere.
Yes, but don't get attached enough to have a kid with that bitch.
Nigga, you fuck up. It was the 90s.
No. You know,
90s?
no, you're from Wakanda, man. We hold you to a higher standard, nigga. You had
Ninja.
teleporting pads and freaking wonderful helicopters
They look
that
like
aren't even
bugs.
like helicopters, that literally are like floating buzzards. And you tell me you gonna fall for some regular? You think Wakanda women do some regular stuff when they throw it on the D, sir? I'm pretty sure
They ain't doing like them
fuck
bitches
like they
in
fight.
Oakland.
And if they fuck, I'm telling you, they fuck like they fight. If they fuck like they fight, they already went over these
I
regular
don't fuck
bitches.
none of them bitches, so don't ask me.
Shitting me, man.
Man, that woman really, the Wakanda women, they did it big, man. It's great to see a movie where the entire security force that matters are all women. And all chocolate women of different shades, including the one light-skinned one.
You know, supposedly that Black Panther's sister is supposed to be the smartest in the world.
I mean, technically, she's smarter than Tony Stark, but
Yeah, she is, though.
Yeah, but a lot of
Who's
people
not?
are smarter than Tony Stark.
And
I mean,
but she's only 16 years old.
I know. She's still got like another 2 years to like really
That's what I'm
like
saying.
cap it off. But that's if we're not going with the Iron Heart thing.
Like, she
No,
created
that's
the
spoilers
whole.
for a
She
different
created
movie.
all his suits,
Technically,
everything.
You
No,
know what, bro?
What?
She could be Ironheart. If they set it up right, she could be Ironheart.
No. They need a different girl for Iron
I'm
Heart.
saying they could. That's what they
No.
could.
I don't want her to be it, because I mean, if you've read the comics, you know exactly
I
how
agree,
she
Ironheart.
becomes Black Panther. So I want her to have her own thing. I want her to be Ironheart. Let Ironheart be the little black girl who grows up in New York. Yeah, I think. And becomes Ironheart. And you know, let her have her own thing. I mean, we all know what's gonna happen to Tony Stark in this next one. Like, let's stop
You
beating
hoping
around
for
the
that.
fucking
You're gonna
bush.
be wrong.
What's gonna happen, sir? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look, either he dies first or Cap dies
I
first.
think-
I'm hoping Cap dies second.
I'm hoping. I'm not hoping. I'm not saying that.
Oh, they
but
both died.
From what I remember,
Nigga, Black Panther's gonna take over. Disney already saw the numbers. They're like, so when the Negro leads, people have a lot to watch. These other 2 contracts are expiring, but this new kid.
We'll see what happens. One thing I did think was dumb was that shield cloth. Like, I was just like, there's nothing that indicated that was going to work. I don't know.
Well, no, it's all vibranium. It's based
Yeah, I
on
know.
sound waves.
Yeah.
The cloud. It's all because of the cloud.
And I hope they don't fuck up, because this nigga's supposed to be hitting Storm. That's supposed to be his wife, so.
I mean, they
That's
had a
right.
brief union in one version of the comics that happened. Well, not brief. That was like 7 years. That's actually pretty long for superheroes, because they be fucking all over the
You gonna
place.
end his wife? Yes, I think they're going to do that. I mean, I saw what you was talking about with that other chick. I don't think she's going to make it. We'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll see when they get to play Storm too.
Man, I kind of want the whole, T'Challa and T'Challa and Nakia thing to continue.
I hope not. I hope they kill her.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they won't do it. Because the problem is you don't know who is going to play the next Storm. Like, it'd be different. If it was Halle Berry, I'd support you with that decision all day.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with her light skin. That has to do with her phenomenal acting ability and range. Not saying Lupita's bad.
Did you say she's a great actor, Halle Berry?
Halle Berry? Yes. Yes, sir. She's a great actress. Have you seen Monsters Ball?
Okay, name something.
Make me feel better.
Exactly. Name something else.
Yes.
Have you seen her in 007?
007 was alright.
007 was good.
It was alright.
Her.
The Flintstones?
Her
character in Flintstones was very seductive. I mean, I get it. She plays a very seductive character. I also liked her in Storm, obviously.
No, she wasn't. She was terrible at Storm.
Man, I feel like
she didn't have a fucking accent.
Oh no, she doesn't have an accent. Oh God, it's the 90s. I'm so mad at the fact they did so much research on the character when they were putting her out. I know it's the late 2000s, but at this point in time, just fucking with you to fuck with you.
Yeah, because you don't want to admit Halle Berry can't act her way out of.
I'm not going to ever disgrace Halle Berry's name like that.
I mean, she was okay. She was hot as Catwoman.
No, that was her worst. That was like her worst.
I said she was hot.
I'm sorry, that was her second worst role.
I said she was hot.
Second worst role.
I said she was
her
hot.
worst role was that Ghost fucking movie.
What Ghost movie?
Gothica?
Yeah, Gothica.
I like Gothica.
Gothica, I thought was her worst movie.
I don't remember Gothica.
Catwoman's definitely number 2. I really liked her in that movie she played last year, where like the person stole her baby, and she's just like running all over the place trying to get her baby back. It's basically like Taken, but like with somebody stealing your child. Like every parent's worst nightmare.
Ribs.
Baby back ribs.
I don't know.
Are you doing a Chili's promo
I
right
didn't
now?
watch. Who was Chili's? I don't go there. Hey, anyway, what else was interesting? Well, you said would you say Killmonger was right?
I said Killmonger was wrong. And I feel like that's the unpopular opinion because we judge people by what actually happens, not by your intentions. If we're judging by intentions, then Killmonger was right.
Yeah, because you know to kill colonists, you got to become one.
But that's the problem is once you kill colonists to become one, then you're no better than them. And you're just going to lead to eventually the thing that overthrows you. I mean, it happens with everything. You can kind of see with America right now. Shout out to those people like 50 years in the future who come back and look at it and be like, oh, Americans kind of did this to themselves. But at the same time, you can't beat a colonizer by becoming the colonizer.
It's the only way to beat a colonizer.
To encapsulate this, read the book Lion's Blood. It takes place if Arabs had been the ones to colonize white people, and it pretty much ends up in the exact same place. It's actually a very, very good book. I don't want to BS you or anything like that, but yeah, definitely read Lion's Blood. It's a great read about how things kind of turn out the same depending on the characters and all that stuff. But getting back to it, I also think that T'Chaka wasn't wrong, but if we're judging him based on how things actually turned out, he's wrong. The only person who was good would be T'Challa, but that's only because he mixed kind of what Killmonger was saying and kind of what Kia was saying and kind of put it into this different philosophy. They're not going to just give the world vibranium weapons, but they're also going to start outreach and other things that Wakanda probably should have been doing like literally centuries ago.
Yeah.
And also, fuck his dad for creating Killmonger in the first place. That's another reason that he's super wrong. Because I don't care if you had to kill your brother, you knew. Even if nobody else said anything, you knew he had a son. There's no way that you could have known where your brother is, known where he's hanging out at, know what he was doing, know that he stole weapons, but you didn't know this nigga, don't spit out a kid.
He knew.
He definitely knew.
But
you know what I think that would have turned into? The same thing that happened with Loki. With the whole going and destroying the father, killing the father, and then bringing him back. Probably would have turned out bad either way.
I don't think he came back yet. His dad came back?
No, Odin hasn't reborn yet.
Yeah.
No, not Odin. I'm talking about
No, we're talking about Loki. You're talking about Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
No, I don't think it would have been the Loki game. Because the problem with Loki and Thor was that Odin always favored Thor, but at the same time, Loki was basically just dying for attention. Like, Odin problem is called white people don't know how to pay attention to more than one child at a time. Yeah. And you can call me whatever for that. But I mean, Norse mythology is often like that. It's just, oh, and then Odin bestowed upon his favorite son Thor this one thing. And what did he do to Loki? Oh, he said, Loki, I killed your entire race. I raped your mother and I killed your father. Be glad you're alive. Be glad you're alive. It's like, it's kind of hard to not understand why Loki becomes this trickster demon god. Demigod? Yeah, demigod. When you're just kind of like telling him.
He's just a god.
No, I thought he was a demigod. Because I don't think he started out as a guy. Because otherwise, why did Odin have to slay his entire race? Like, you can't really kill gods.
Gods can die.
I mean, not really enough mythology. Because even when Odin dies, he just fucking comes back again.
Odin doesn't die, but I think the rest of them do die.
No, the rest of them can't.
Really?
So it's basically the Zeus problem.
Pretty much.
Okay, all right. Well, see, today I learned something.
Because even Thor dies, technically speaking. Are they gonna bring back? Are they gonna? What's that guy's name? The horse head motherfucker. Was he in Ragnarok?
Horsehead.
He's Thor, but he has another hammer.
No.
Oh, you're talking about? I know who you're talking about.
Forgot his name.
No.
He had the wings on his head.
Yeah. He wasn't in the movie. I didn't see.
Damn
it.
it! What the
No,
hell?
he
What's
wasn't.
it? No, he wasn't in Ragnarok.
He should have been in Ragnarok, shouldn't he?
No. They weren't going for that.
He should have been.
They're going for the
He has a weird name.
They're going for the other version of Thor. Like, because Odin had to give up his eye in order to like gain wisdom. So
What's his name
then
had to give up his eye too?
Thor has to give up his eye to gain wisdom. And
He could get it back, eh?
Depends on how they do the whole Infinity War thing.
Yeah.
Again, this is a lot of just depending on what happens with Infinity War.
You think they're gonna wreck it all and everything's gonna change? We'll
I mean,
see.
I feel like it's going to have to change because otherwise, then they have to keep all the same actors. If you destroy everything with the Avengers Infinity War, you can start over fresh again. I mean, you could keep parts that you like, but you could at the same time.
Yeah, they could
keep
get rid of
everything
Thor. They could get rid of Iron Man. Who else we can get rid of?
I mean,
I don't think nobody can be a better.
We can keep Ant-Man and Wasp.
No, yeah, exactly. Keep Ant-Man and Wasp because you already see their movie takes place after all of this.
That's gonna look cool.
But you could just have it as the Avengers never come together, but Earth is never in jeopardy.
I don't.
I
Think,
mean, that's if you're Thanos, because Thanos hasn't really said anything other than the fact that he wants to break up these people. Although he, at the same time, let the Earth get to the point in time where there would be an Avengers. So he's kind of like a really lazy villain. It's like, you had all this time, Thanos, while you were conquering the rest of the known universe, to stop Tony Stark before he becomes Iron Man. But you don't. Instead, sending Loki once they get to the point where they could have an Avengers.
Because they're not a threat to him.
Yeah, but that level of arrogance is exactly why he's going to lose.
And then why else would you be a villain if you aren't arrogant?
No. Killmonger wasn't arrogant. That's the one thing about him. He wasn't arrogant. He was just, I don't want to say stupid, but...
How do they do that shit to their skin?
What shit?
Oh, every time he killed somebody, the mark
Yeah.
for Killmonger, that was dope.
I mean,
How do you do
that's like part of a particular culture, but it involves like burning and doing something else to your skin.
That's awesome.
It is, but it hurts a lot. Like the fact that he did all of that all over his body, well, all over the body that we can see. So upper torso, back, all that fun stuff. That means that man has not only killed a lot of people, but he's had a lot of time on his hand to slowly over time get more and more marks. Of course, he said that was him gathering the power from killing people. But I mean, that's kind of bullshit. I mean, you don't get more powerful. I mean, you learn to be a better fighter.
I mean, he definitely was a better fighter.
I mean, but at the same time, it's not hard to be a better fighter than a nigga who just went through a war.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if they had to go head to head against each other, no bullshit time, and they had plenty of prep for both sides, I feel like T'Challa would have won that fight.
Nah, I'm gonna go with my boy. I forget his name every time.
Eric Killmonger.
It's too much. I'm
Killmonger.
gonna go with KM.
KM.
Okay.
You can call him KM. You know, from this point forward.
E.Monger.
E.Monger.
E.K.
K.Monger.
Whatever.
K.Monger.
I think he'll beat his ass.
Nah, man, I'm pretty sure.
He was a
T'Challa's
prince.
got
He was just the Black Panther. Technically, it just depends. Like, this universe is kind of new because technically, in most iterations of the Black Panther, he was king since he was a child. His father died when he was young in most cases. So we'll see what they do with this one. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
After credit scene, I wish we could have saw the look on white people's faces when they saw it. That would have been awesome. Like, oh, I was a farming nation. Gonna open this world. And that little smirk on his face.
Mm-hmm. The white wolf.
America would destroy them and like they would try to because they were.
No. See, the thing about it is, America would try to make a deal with them. It wouldn't go over well.
Of course.
America would then try to espionage them. You know what? No, America in the Avengers in the Marvel universe is shit because you literally got taken over by remnants of the Nazi party. Like literally, the Nazis infiltrated your government, all levels of it. You almost had your entire government taken over, and yet you would still try Wakanda, who probably knew, but they were like, white people, and we just go lay back in the cut.
Mm-mm.
We'll see what happens because I mean, they're not gonna really show it, but that kind of thing happening to America, when they lose their superpower status as quote unquote number one, I don't think they'll react well.
They won't react well, but I mean, this is what the Avengers have been leading up to. I mean, you saw it in Civil War. Like, Civil War was just setting up, like, the clash of two ideals. You have Cap, who's like, look, like, sometimes we just got to do bad shit, and bad shit's going to happen. Well, no. We need to try to do good things, but sometimes bad things are going to happen when we do good things.
Yeah.
Versus Tony Stark, where he's like, oh, we want to be utilitarian and, go with my philosophy of trying to do what's the most good. So, maybe we need some checks put on us so that, people feel better about what we do. And it's like, I'm sorry, Iron Man, but Stark, you can't just decide when to pick and choose battles. Like, if America had done that,
if you're gonna help people, you're gonna help people.
Very different country these days. Almost like they're trying to tell us that we should be thankful for the past. No. Fuck that. Slavery is terrible. But at the same time, you can't always pick and choose or wait for people to give you right order. Sometimes you have to go in there and I'm sorry, I live in Wakandan style. And you know what? Also, we never found out what the fuck they were doing there because Wakandans tend to be pretty fucking smart. So how the fuck were 11 of them in the same building at the same goddamn time? Unless they're up to some shit that they just didn't want us to know about. It's almost like they were going to come out there and maybe fight against this guy. And so when they finally got to the floor where they needed to be, he detonates an explosive. I mean, I'm going into like really, really weird conspiracies here. Pulling it all back.
That was Civil War, wasn't it?
Yeah, Civil War. But because, Wakandans don't generally be in any area where they're going to fuck up. So that's an interesting plot thing that you don't really think about until you get to Black Panther. You see how far Black Panthers and how far Wakanda's society has advanced past ours. Like, they're literally centuries ahead of us. Like, that's why I don't even know why they didn't. Why any of the previous Panthers didn't try to just take over the world slowly but surely. I mean, you've got spies everywhere. They
can be mad at Wakandans because they left niggas in slavery. I'm just saying. They left niggas in slavery.
They did, man. They left niggas in straight absolute slavery. And then I was like,
and then like you got that. What was that? Well, technically the movie was in '92, so the '90s.
No, it starts out in 92.
92. So let's give it like, when was the thing going on with...
correction, I think it's probably going to be 91. But
with Mandela. What was that, the 80s?
That was Mandela.
I think 94 is when Mandela gets out.
When he first went, 80s, right? That had to be the 80s. So they're still in Africa just letting all this shit happening, right?
Pretty much.
That's one thing I don't get. But
the bigger thing is, like, Wakanda probably could have prevented the bombing of Pearl Harbor and probably could have gotten the Japanese to surrender without us detonating nuclear warheads. Like, imagine a history where Wakanda basically intervenes, gets both sides to agree to a peaceful whatever, and then
stop what you are doing.
Assassinates.
There's
Hitler.
no, even if you think about it,
there's no way Wakanda's not
like
technically the bad guys in all of these things. Because Wakanda...
Just because you have the power to do so doesn't mean you have to do it.
No, I'm not saying that you have to do it, but I'm saying you've, for literally centuries, been centuries ahead of everyone else. So when you saw the rest of the world, and you've had your spies everywhere, which means that you've either had to pretend to be Moors, or you hired some really... That's where all the light skins went. or you've been hiring people to blend in so that you could know what all these countries are up to. You knew what Germany was up to because you had to make sure that nobody posed a threat to Wakanda, and yet you didn't do anything about it.
But you know what? One thing I will say,
one
thing I would say, I think that, you know what I'm saying, his father always knew, or probably it was just, had it as this idea in his head, was like, it's always going to be some kind of corruption somewhere, even within his own people. So.
But his people weren't really corrupt.
No.
I mean,
but notice that as soon as he sent them out, then that was his brother.
Yes, but can you see how his brother becomes that guy? Think about it.
I guarantee you, if he wouldn't have went out, he wouldn't have done it. But at the same time, I can't really say that.
But you have to let people go out.
Yeah, that's true. But the reason I take that back is because what's the name? The dude with the rhinos, he ended up being bad. He wasn't bad, but
he was following to too far a degree.
Yeah, I think he was too built on revenge.
He was emotionally invested in his revenge, and he just let it overtake him.
Yeah.
That is a downfall of many men.
Wasn't that like a close friend of him of Panther?
Not really.
Not close. Yes. So he was a very close friend, but he's not like the level that like Nakia is. Like Nakia is like Armstead and Riker, and then the security guard is like Riker to R. Reed. Like friends, but not anywhere close to the Armstead Reed friendship. I mean, my friendship with you is closer as an in between. I feel like this analogy didn't really help.
I don't know what the fuck we relationships are for. They know we don't hate each other.
I mean, look, just because you two pretty much ate off the same plate for half of your lives doesn't mean that people can't get that. I see little wheels in your head turning. You don't exactly know what to say. You want to retort this so bad, but you can't. You can't.
Bro, you did. It's
bullshit. I've never seen R. Reed so weak. So weak.
Well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's already been, some times and some stuff. I mean, the basic premise is T'Challa was right. Killmonger was wrong.
No.
T'Chaka probably deserves to be the most wrong.
I know one thing. Whoever made the...
Killmonger was right.
Whoever made the dashiki clothing line made a lot of money.
Some
people in Indonesia, China, all these other places.
Sure, yeah.
Kente cloth ass doesn't have.
Kente cloth is only supposed to be worn on special occasions. And yet...
you was right. Niggas was in the movie theater with that shit on. I'm just like...
This is not like you can wear dashiki wherever you want, but you can't just wear kente cloth. Like nigga, wearing kente cloth is like, nigga, did you just get inducted? Like, did somebody like do something? Was there a ceremony? Like, what did we miss here? Because that's why some people were really mad about the whole thing. Is that they were like, we like the fact that y'all African Americans are suddenly interested in African culture, but nigga,
y'all niggas be mad. That's the problem with y'all niggas. Y'all always mad. My niggas is extra over here. Let us be extra, nigga.
You sound like Medea over there. Let us be extra. Let us be extra.
Niggas are extra over here, bro.
Well, I feel like part of it is like most people didn't go to like an actual store. Like you just went to like the hood mart and picked up your shit. I went to like the actual store run by Africans. They're like, you going to the Black Panther, right? And I was like, yeah. They're like, nah, you wanted the chic. Nah, don't let that kente cloth. Might get murdered, nigga.
Fuck that shit.
One of them Nigerians might be like, ah!
How dare you disrespect us?
Exactly.
That's their problem. They separate us from them. We should be us.
No, they're not separating. It's very similar to what the Japanese will do. Like, you can ask for sugar for your coffee. But if you ask for sugar for your tea, they will politely just weave around what the fuck you just said and go whatever. And then if you could persist to add, they'll say, oh, so you want coffee, and then they'll take away your tea. It's like they're culturally trying to make sure that you don't look like a fuck up in front of all these people out here. Like, like how when your mom used to tell you to calm the fuck down so she don't have to beat your ass out here, even though she don't really want to have to beat your ass, but if you press her, she fucking will.
Yeah.
No. Nigga, the culture is the culture, nigga. This is new culture. Nigga.
No, you don't fuck with other people's culture.
Yeah.
That's like when white people come in here and be like, nigga, and you're like, if you don't take your old, I just suddenly felt like I wanted to be black, self the fuck off.
Nah.
Because I mean, look, if the cops see us and we both doing the same crime, you're not gonna get the same thing as me, and that's kind of how actual people from African countries are. It's like, look, man, I've been in this culture my whole life. You the white man right now, just coming in here like, oh yeah, I got myself a Black Panther ticket, and now I got myself the Kente Cloth.
Two races.
It's not the separation.
Yes, it is.
It's just you needing to be respectful of their
Nah,
culture.
nigga, new shit changed.
No, this isn't fucking.
Kente Cloth Thursdays. Kente Cloth Thursdays, nigga.
If you go with a Kente Cloth Thursday, you're gonna be murdered by Friday, nigga. We're gonna be sitting here like,
gonna DK on the
oh,
weekend.
let's throw in some mamas because there's no more Ari.
It's gonna be terrible. But the whole what is really the big price difference from the Kente Cloth and the real deal?
I mean, it's not a real deal. It's Kente Cloth is something special for like special occasions, like you got married. You bought a house, like stuff that actually matters in your life, not a car. If you wear Kente Cloth that you bought a car, you're a fucking idiot.
It mattered.
But no, that's what it is. I mean, you can buy Kente Cloth the same as you can buy the Shikis, but you wear it for special occasions. Like that's all you got to know. Like it's not like people are rewriting history for it. They're just telling you like, look, don't buy this shit just because you can, which isn't a bad thing.
Is anybody ever gonna wear the African shirt again?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my. I'm gonna wear my dashiki
real
for
though.
like the
Niggas
next.
been wearing dashiki over the last 2 years.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People have been wearing dashikis for a while.
Yeah, so they ain't been that extra. They are extra, but whatever. My people are extra type of people. I said that.
No, they are extra type of people.
We are extra type of people.
Niggas are.
Hopefully,
extra.
people continue to wear dashikis and stuff like that. Because that was the thing that was funny is that like white folks saw people wearing dashikis, they thought they were in the wrong movie. That's why we're like, who over here and turned this shit into Nat Turner? I didn't want to see that shit. Came here to see Black Panther. It's like, no, you want a White Panther. We know you. You want a White Panther. You wanted the one white man who was good. Which, that's the thing that I feel like we have not said enough about this. And, this may run over a little bit. So, we have not really had a hero or a series of heroes that really show white people what it feels like to be any other race in movies. Because if you are black and you were watching movies or TV, because you really didn't watch very many movies. Because you had to go all the way up to the second balcony and people didn't really want to serve you food and stuff, and that was all bullshit. But you really didn't see anything until you saw that one moment on Star Trek with a horror. Like, that's why a lot of people start out as Trekkies, because you saw a black woman actually treated as equal. You saw an Asian man in there, and he was treated like a regular person. Mm-hmm. Of course, that was right after the internment. But, it was about a good 15, 20 years, something like that.
But past all that shit.
Yeah, but
in space.
Ridiculous. That this was the first time you seeing someone actually being treated like equal, and then that whole kiss moment that was like one of the highlights. And the most ironic part of it is Star Trek really didn't even do that well. Like the first year, they were thinking of canceling that shit. It wasn't until it hit like the reruns because that was when they first started doing reruns that it really kind of caught on.
I was really a big fan of Star Trek.
That's because you never watched it.
I did.
I guarantee you've never really watched it.
I mean, never really watched it and then watched it.
What do they call the transporter?
Shit, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you never really watched it.
Exactly. What do they call it? What do they call it in
all I know is that I tried to watch it.
All I know.
I tried to watch it, and
there's no way you can watch any Star Trek series and be like, "Oh, this is interesting." At least. I'm telling you, it's very good. At first, like, if you're not watching it and it's just on TV, it's just like, what the fuck is going on? This is boring. It's a lot about exploration and pretty much the human condition after we get past the bullshit.
Yeah. Because, really, Star Trek is about bored human beings. Like, they literally have conquered all the things on Earth, and they've got, pretty good lifespans and all the other stuff. So what do? They just go fucking tell people to go around and explore and some shit and bring us back stories. I'm completely copying off of After Hours, the cracked skit show. But ridiculously and ironically, they're right. Like, that's pretty much what they do. They just tell people to go explore and bring us back stories and shit. That's Star Trek. Yeah, it's like...
And it's communism.
Yeah, and it's also communism. Like, that's a whole...
I mean, I had to give it another shot.
Yeah,
did you like the movies? Like Into the Darkness?
I saw the movie, and that movie was all right. I haven't seen the
newest one.
The one where the last one I seen was the one where the shit was coming out of the sky, and was coming and plummeting into.
Yeah,
Earth.
that's Into Darkness.
That's the last one I saw.
Okay, so you basically haven't seen the newest Star Trek movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest.
That was the one with Khan, right?
No, Into Darkness is Khan. The one after that was the one where they go back to find out.
By Idris Elba. Remember Idris Elba?
Yeah, that's the one with Idris Elba.
Whatever the fuck name it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was okay. The one Into Darkness,
Into Darkness is definitely my favorite.
I like
movies
that one.
they made.
Well, recent.
But that's just
movies.
because Khan is such a smart villain, and again, kind of like Killmonger, we don't see that very often. I mean, Killmonger's a villain, but it's hard not to.
He was a smart nigga.
His motivation.
He
was very smart. Like, he even planted in. I got to give it to him. He outplayed a woman. Like, that's very rare that we see somebody outplay a woman. Because Claude was like, I got your girl. He's like, I'll shoot her through you, man. Like, I don't care about these hoes.
He killed that woman, didn't he?
Yeah, he shot her. Like, Claude was looking at him like,
oh shit,
nigga, no.
I wasn't. This was a part of the plan.
I wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. No, where's my claw hand? No, I wasn't ready.
Next movie, y'all gonna see Solo?
Nah,
man.
No.
Oh, I did see that.
I like the actors. I just don't really feel like giving Disney that much money in one period of time, because it's like, so you're gonna see. We saw Black Panther. We got to see Infinity War. Then 2 weeks after that, we got to see Deadpool 2. And then Solo's right after that. I mean, that's a lot of money for Disney, and they did not give anything to the black community besides giving us representation. But that kind of sounds bad. I mean, no, we appreciate it, but it just happens. It's one of those things.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I'll probably see Solo like.
I'm gonna see Solo.
I'll probably see Solo like in a year. In a year. But I mean, after the last Star Wars movie, I haven't been too hot on them because I'm tired of them going back in the past. Like,
that movie sucked.
I kind of fucking don't care.
That last Star Wars movie sucked.
Yeah,
the ones they went back for have been good though. That's it. Like the one when they were getting Rogue One was good.
I like Rogue One.
Yeah, but see, I don't want to go back in the past. Like, I hate when people do bullshit. Yeah. But you know what time it is. You hear that sound, and it's time to wrap it up.
All right, let me. We're gonna kick this beat. Let's freestyle it.
Nah,
all
man,
right.
We're not about to freestyle.
Okay.
I appreciate you, man. This is pretty good. We got to explore a few parts of Black Panther. We might do a Black Panther 2, like after Infinity War, like we kind of add on top of that. We should call it White War. Or White Wars. It's kind of cool that Josh Brolin gets to be both Thanos and Cable. Toast.
What?
Toast, motherfucker.
All right, Dave Chappelle. Well, thanks again for coming for another episode of Everyday Black Men. I'm out.
Riker. Been out, nigga.
You are hilarious, man. Nah, man, that's you. You know what? It's 2018, man. Be free.
He's out, guys.
We're still in? So just me and you?
Yeah. So, all right, I'm about to kick on this. Oh, shit. He left.
Armstead's out now.